So I was thinking about bad games to talk about. So I'm going to talk about Life is Strange. And that's not a bad game, I guess. It's more like an adventure game where you don't make any choices or solve any puzzles or have to actually do anything. Technically, there are choices to be made, but those choices don't actually matter because if the choice changes something, whatever changes it doesn't matter. So like there's the one where you have to stop Kate jumping off the building. Doesn't matter if she does it or not because she's gone either way. It's not really a choice. Maybe she comes back later. The game got really boring and I didn't bother finishing it. There's the junkyard scene where for some reason this other girl has a gun and she says, "Oh, I'm gonna use my gun to shoot these bottles. Shoot some bottles. Go find me some bottles." You're in a junkyard, so you can assume. So you'd be able to. So you would assume that you should be able to find bottles really easily. You can't. You need 5 bottles, and those bottles are really hard to find. Like you can't just look in a pile of junk and say, "Oh, there's some bottles." No, you have to look. Really take forever, and it took me forever to find the bottles because there's all over the place. And they're in really weird places. Like they're in the spots where somebody clearly set them up. Maybe at the end of the game, it turns out Kate went back in time to set up the bottles so they could get some target practice in. I don't know because the game got really boring. I don't remember what was actually boring about it that made me quit. And it might have been that junkyard scene because it's like. It's like they were almost finished making the game and they realized, oh no, we don't have any gameplay. And we don't want to make a walking simulator. I'm okay with walking simulators. What Remains of Edith Finch was okay. But I'm like, okay, let's put in some gameplay. What kind of gameplay should we have? Oh, you know what was really fun in adventure games back in the 90s? Pixel hunting. Let's have a new version of pixel hunting for 3D adventure games. And that's exactly what they did. That's what finding a bottle in the junkyard is. Bottles in the junkyard is. Pixel hunting. And it was really annoying. Took forever. Now, if I had the ability to go back in time, I would use it whenever I felt like, not when there was a time where I felt like, oh yeah, there should be a choice here. Like I'd use it, like go around kissing people, and then I would reverse time. Actually, I think they might have talked about that. So, or I guess a virtual reality world where I can kiss people whenever I feel like. So it doesn't matter. Don't need a reverse time. Everybody in Life is Strange is a jackass. Every single person. Hate them all. They're all unlikable jackasses. And I don't care what you say. Actually, I don't remember any of the characters from that game, so I'm just making that up just to be a jackass. Somebody's gonna watch this and say, "Oh, you can't say that about this game," and they probably paused there earlier, and now they're writing a comment telling me how stupid I am for saying all the characters are a jackass. And then they're not gonna see this part where I said, "Oh yeah, don't remember any of the characters." And I was lying about that same part. You got screwed. I gotta go back and delete your post. How do you like that? But you don't. You should have made a choice. There should have been a choice. Make a post, don't make a post. Didn't matter either way. I'm not reading any of that crap. I hear they're making a Life is Strange 2. I don't know if it's the same characters or what, or if it's a continuation of the story. I didn't finish the game. No clue what happened. Don't care. Game got real boring real fast. I don't remember exactly where I quit. But no, it was like, maybe it was halfway through the game. And, Kate there not Kate, Max. She's not very good at proving she can travel through time. Because that's really easy. All she would have to do is, like, grab an object that somebody's looking at, wait a couple of seconds with it in her hand, and go back in time. And because she'll still have it in her hand when she goes back in time. So from the point of view of the other person, this object they were looking at just suddenly disappeared and appeared in Max's hand. She never had that idea. The writers never had that idea. Don't blame the character. The writers are too dumb to have that idea. Or even if you don't have any objects, she can move. When time's reversing, she apparently can move herself. Maybe. Sometimes it's kind of confusing because there was that part where time stopped and she was able to move, and sometimes it's during when you're not in the choice, when you're not doing the choices, you can reverse time and everybody moves around you, but you don't. So apparently nobody notices you just jumping from place to place from their point of view. Because if you're standing somewhere, like let's say you walk 10 feet away, and somebody sees you do that, right? Let's say you reverse time. You don't go back to where you were standing. You're still where you were standing. They're going to just see you jump ahead. I think that's how it worked. I can't remember. I don't care. Write me some angry comments and call me an idiot. I don't remember it. The objects didn't work, though. I wonder what would happen if you were standing in a spot, reverse time, but you were in a spot where somebody just walked through. Would they just go through you? And what if time went back to normal while you were standing inside of them? Would you both just become part of each other? Would you die? Would they notice when they're going backwards through time that there's something in the way? They don't explore any of that in the game. That'd be pretty cool. From your point of view, time is going normal, and all of a sudden you feel something hitting your back. You look back there and nothing there, and then suddenly a person pops into existence. And you're like, oh, I didn't notice that at all. I must be in a video game. It'll really suck if it turns out I've been stuck in a VR world this entire time. There's people just trying to get me out. Oh, or maybe in here 80 years will pass. I'll die, and in the real world only a second has passed. And I'm like, guys, you will not believe what just happened. We need to fix this crap because I just spent 80 years living like this, and oh boy, was it bad. That would suck. That would really, really suck. Man, time is weird. I don't know if that's what I'd want to have happen. I die and it turns out I was just in a VR simulation and only a couple of seconds had passed. And everybody's like, oh wow, how'd you enjoy that? And I hated it. I didn't even know I was in there. I didn't know it was a VR world. I thought it was the real world, and I was in there for 80 years. It sucked. You guys didn't check to make sure that doesn't happen? And they're like, well, who cares? That's capitalism for you. You already paid your money, so we don't care. You can go screw yourself. Alright, see you guys later. My cat likes cat food.